What's going on, guys? Just wanted to give you guys an update on my trade for today. So today I was shorting CIDM, and I was looking for the rejection, the VWAP rejection, which you see here. As you know, if you watch my video from yesterday, or if you go back and check my video from yesterday, you can see how I was talking about this this setup for the VWAP rejection. So I was basically waiting for this to show me weakness, and when you can see the SMA drop down below the VWAP, you can tell that it's trending to the downside, and both directional indicators are pointing downwards. I talked about this in my video yesterday, just how those are both signs of weakness, and you can use those and then the VWAP rejection to act as your entry level for your trade. So when I was looking at this, I was waiting for it to go back up and tap the VWAP. You can see how it almost does here, but it falls short, only reaches about 445 and then shoots back down. So when I saw here, I figured, you know, it was either going to show more weakness or it was going to go back up, test this VWAP, and then reject again. So I didn't want to miss the flush though, because it started showing a lot of weakness right after this VWAP rejection here, which is why I ended up getting in here at 340 or 374. So I was trying to short DLPN earlier over here at like 173, but there were no shares that Questrade wouldn't fill the order because they didn't have any shares to trade. So I ended up having to just not trade DLPN, which would have been a nice trade as well. I ended up just sticking with CIDM, which I was able to get shares to short, so I shorted it here around 1043 in this 374 level, and then I just waited for either another VWAP rejection or it to flush down, which it did, but this thing took a long time. And when I mean a long time, I mean a long time. You can see where my exit is, way over here at 255. So I basically held this thing for almost 4 hours. It's crazy. And I only made like 50 bucks. But can you do? Green on the day is a good thing, and that's what you gotta tell yourself. And I should have, if I would have sold here at 315, I would have had like closer to 100 bucks. It would have been a nice trade. Maybe even like, you know, waiting for it to break. The problem was is that I seen it keep tapping 315, 316, and I thought if it would break that level and then break 3, it was going to flush down, and it would have been a really nice trade. So I was holding, anticipating, and then it shot back up, and then it basically held those levels all the way until 3 o'clock when it flushed down there, 255. So I got out on a quick flush there because I was basically just waiting for this flush, waiting for it to break the 340 level, because it was holding 340 as support for the longest time, for almost 3 hours. And I could have sold right after the initial flush back here to 315. If I would have just sold here at 315, it would have been a much nicer trade. But I ended up holding, anticipating the break, which didn't happen, and it gave back some of the profits from that trade, but I ended up still getting out at a pretty nice point, if you can see where the stock ended up trading. So I pretty much got out at the best possible opportunity after I missed my opportunity around here. Yeah, so that was my trade for today on CIDM, the short. So you see it was the VWAP rejection, and then the short, just waiting, and it shows weakness. My stop was the VWAP, so I got in at 374, and at that point the VWAP was about 450. Well, the VWAP was, yeah, so the 450s level. So anyway, my stop would have been $4 really. My initial stop was about 10, usually 10%. So $4 was my level. So I was, you know, I got a scare right off the bat when it drove up, but I ended up not selling and holding, and just you know, letting the stock do what I thought it would do, letting my play, you know, my strategy work for me, because that's why you anticipate a trade. You got to hold, and you know, I should have made money here, but green is good either way. I think I think if this would have broken $3 though, we could have had a flush all the way down to 250, 220, you know, and then that would have been like a really nice trade. And so the, you know, couple, maybe like the $40 that I lost from not selling here is worth the risk of, you know, being able to get that, or the chance to be able to get that, you know, 20-30% flush down below $3, which would have been a really nice trade. But either way, it was still a decent trade. Yeah. Either way, still made money. Green is good, and that was my trade for the day. Like I said, I wanted to trade DLPN. I wanted to short it around this 170 area here, and I couldn't get any fills, so I ended up shorting CIDM, and yeah, that's how she played out. So if you want to see how I found it, check my last video where I talk about scanners and how I find stocks in the morning. If you want to know how I found CIDM, which was a runner for the day, it was up on news that it had made an agreement with Roku for their smart TVs to carry the Bob Ross channel, and that was one of the main reasons why the stock was up for the day. Yeah, either way, you can read, if you read through, there's a bunch of it's a bunch of news reports coming out here, but yeah, one of the reports was that they were working with Roku essentially to for their Bob Ross channel, which you see here, to be shown to all of the Roku and streamed on Roku for them to get ad revenue and, you know, reach more market share. Anyway, so that was how I found it. The catalyst for why it was moving. It shot up about almost 200% from the opens, and I shorted it when it was up about 180% and got that kind of ripped down. I felt it was overextended, being up already 200%. You know, it's decent catalyst, but it's not nothing amazing. It's not going to be, you know, insane revenues or anything. It's just a couple of ads on the Roku channel, which does reach hundreds of millions of viewers, but that's only if they watch it, right? So yeah, anyway, I saw weakness. I don't really care what the catalyst is. I more look for the chart, and if I see weakness in the chart, then I short it. Because if I would have, like here, like you can see here at the open, it showed strength, and I was actually looking at it as a buy, and I was like, maybe I should go long, but then I felt it got kind of overextended. It was already up 150, then 200%. And I'm like, okay, no thanks. I'm just going to wait. And I saw it break down, and I saw this kind of weakness in this kind of buy, or I should say sell, short signal here. So I waited for the VWAP test, and if it could have broken the VWAP again, it would have shown strength, but it rejected. And you can see it stair-stepping down with the small moving average for the rest of the day. And I just kind of held it, waiting for the break of $3. Never happened, so I got out here at 340 with about 10%. About a 10% gain. Not bad, not bad. So that's my trade for the day. If you let me know what you guys think, like, subscribe, comment, let me know. If you like these videos, I might be putting out another one tomorrow. We'll see. And hopefully throughout the months I can kind of trade while I'm at work on rain days or whatever, because I'm probably going to be working for the next few weeks. So we'll see what happens, but let me know what you guys think. Thanks. Bye.